We are actually forming a interesting thing that is both benefit you guys as well as us. We are trying to build up our collection of bits and kits that we have available for terrain. The reason why is where we're just getting started, the cost of model kits can be a little high. So we figured what we'd do is offer you guys the opportunity to get some credit towards your terrain projects. So the way this is going to work is if you have, let's say, a bunch of bits laying around that you know you're never going to use, or they've been sitting there for years. If you've got like kits of models that you know that you bought and were going to do something with them and just they've ended up taking up space, contact us. We can give you a quote of how much terrain credit we would give you for the bits. In the case of full boxes that are complete kits, you will get actually 50% of their current retail price for those. To give you an example also of what we're kind of looking for and what the prices will be like, if you send us, say, like 100 Orc Boy arms, Orc Boy arms aren't terribly useful for terrain kits. And there's going to be bits like that. You're going to have stuff like some weaponry is more useful than others, but if you have just like a bunch of torsos for a certain army, then it'll vary. You might 100 Orc Boy arms, we might need some of those, but that's usually going to fill up pretty quickly. If you have stuff that is terrain bits though, then the price you'll get a lot more credit for that, because we use those a lot more. Sort of like Cities of Death, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Something also in particular that we are building up for is we are in the process of building 2 studio armies that we currently have very little of. So if you have any Warhammer Fantasy Island of Blood starter sets, because I know there's people out there that go out and buy the starter set because they want those really cool high elves and they want that little book, and then they just have a hard time getting rid of those Skaven, contact me. I will give you what we say, like $25 terrain credit for your Island of Blood starter set, the Skaven side of it. Not the rule book, any of that stuff. We've already got all that stuff. But we also have Ariadna for Infinity. If you've got any Ariadna laying around, let us know.
Or any Infinity for that matter. We'll take whatever you can give us.
He's an Infinity addict. If you send Infinity, he's just going to be there like, ooh, look at these.
I will take it.
Yeah, he will take it. Something also to let you know about our bits is that we only accept things that are unconstructed and not painted or primed. Now the reason for this is painted or primed, it can vary the level of quality, and this is, it's just one of those things that's easier for us building the terrain projects to do that, because we have to go through and usually put a fairly thick layer of paint on there for protection reasons. Now, let's say that you have just a huge amount of bits that you just want to offload, but you don't want to have to go through it and write out a detailed list of what you've got. You've got like literally a box this big full of random stuff. We will take that. Now, the only stipulation is that if we receive the box and we go through it and we give you an amount that you don't exactly want to trade it for, that's a little lower than you're wanting, we will ship it back to you, but you have to cover the cost of the shipping on that. So, I don't see that as being a big problem, because, if someone sends us a huge box of bits that they have laying around, they're getting terrain credit, which can go towards future projects. Now, with the future projects, that credit is for labor only. Supplies, we still charge you for that. Supplies are vary in price, and they're usually not that expensive, to be honest.
Yeah, so go look through your collections, check out your bits. If you have all those little random bits on sprues that you never used, write it down, send it to us, and get some credit. We can do some awesome stuff with terrain, and we'd love to get your terrain project out to you, onto your table, and get you playing with it. That's what makes these games great. So look through your bits, and send us an email.
I want Ratmen. I need lots of Ratmen. Here, I'm going to give you my Ratman fist. That's horrible. It's like so unfocused. Okay, yeah, I'm making a complete fool of myself today. But if you do want to get in on this credit system that we're setting up, just contact projects at titanterrainstudio.com. We will leave a link in the liner notes and kind of short summary of how the credit system works as well.
Yeah, and then also be on the lookout for our website. We're still working on it, it's under development, but when we get that up, there'll be more information on there and lots more detail.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have any questions right now, just send an email to projects at Titan Terrain Studios, right?
Titan Terrain Studios.
TitanTerrainStudio.com,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll hook you up.